Hello everybody, welcome back to part 2 of this pizzeria. I'm gonna do something a little different. So when I start building, it'll just be a time lapse of the building process, and then I will have some commentary over it of what I'm doing and maybe what I'm thinking. Alright, so let's just get into it. So when I started this time, I knew I wanted to do like a couple of things. First was finish the floors, which I did, and then work on the security room, backstage. I wouldn't put in a ceiling after backstage, and you'll see why in a second. But for the security room, I just essentially did what I do with every room. Would well, every other room except for like the private party rooms and the arcade, and the kitchen, I guess. Just the gray bottom walls, blocks, the blocks with tiles, the grimy top blocks. I was going to do it the roof the same sizes as the arcade, just a couple blocks tall, but I decided to change that, keep the arcade a little more unique. For the vents and the vent buttons, I was having a hard time because they were weirdly stacked and the desk was too far away. Also, whenever I pressed the light button, it would close the door. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to close the door. I end up changing from putting them on the desk to I forget where I put them, but I do end up changing the putting them on the desk. Actually, I mess with the desk in this security room quite a lot. Same with the doorway. You'll see later, but I do end up changing a bit with the security room desk and door. For the backstage, I wanted to do one thing that I remember doing. Oh, right. This is when I decided to try using the fast craft like buttons, but I really did not like those. So I end up changing those two in the end because I do figure it out. Don't worry. Oh, I did install one mod. It was called Redstone Pin. No, not one. Oh, hold on. I'm looking for a radio here, which I think I actually talk about the radio stuff in the next bit. Okay, so I'm back. I just had some weird problems. Essentially, I was trying to find this mod that goes with the simple voice chat mod and adds a radio system, and it was installed and everything. It just wasn't activated, so I tried activating it, but it would crash my world whenever I would try to join. So I had to get rid of that, which that sucks building, speed building. Okay, so I sort of forget what I was working on. I think I did just go back to working on backstage is what yeah. Oh, wait, no, right. This is when I started doing roofs. So for the arcade, I want to try and keep it like a little darker than the rest. Not like, yeah, it's darker. So I used the black ceiling tiles, and then you'll see. Then I tried using purple stained glass to try maybe make the light I use a little purple. It did not work. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Everywhere else, I just use this light gray tiles, and I like them. It's classic. It's what you would see in a generic pizzeria. This would also probably be like, if I had to say a time. Wait, when was the first Five Nights at Freddy's taking place? I think it was like, I don't remember. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just using World Edit, going around, filling in all these large areas with the like, no, the gray ceiling tiles. I got really tired of World Edit for a little bit because I used it so much in this part. If you remember last part, I like hardly used it. I used it for the basement, and then that was it. This one, I had to use it so much because there were just so many large areas that if I were to put them all in by hand, this video would have been an easy hour or like 3 hours maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. This did not end up working, which sucks because I really liked it. I thought it would be really fun, and it wasn't. Also, I forgot about a mod to mention I added. It add I wanted some playability in the arcade. Since it's an arcade, it should have some games, which none of the games in the mods that I used actually functioned or did anything, which upset me a little bit. Oh, I had to change the stage too, which I forgot about this, but I had to change the stage since like the lights wouldn't line up, so I just did that. I don't know if it really looks too good or not. And this is the redstone pin mod. Yeah, that lever didn't work. Mod I mentioned. Essentially, I think it adds its own lever, which I end up using, obviously. And I did this in a different world. When I made a map with my buddy. With the repeaters essentially like delaying when the redstone goes off. Here. It does that, and I really like that. I might if my friends ever play, I might go back in it and make it a little more delayed. Give it more of an effect. Maybe even change how it goes from just like boom, boom, boom to boom, right, boom, left, boom, the middle, or something. And then, yeah, I just had to go through, add more lights everywhere, change it all up. Honestly, I thought the lights would be a little bit harder than what they were, but they really weren't, since all I had to do was add in daylight sensors, and then in some of the places I just did like the hanging lamps, like in the security room and the spare parts and service. Yes, and now I finally get on with the walls in the main area. I guess just in the main area. If, yeah, the walls were just the same as like the other plate, a couple of the other places. Just gray bottom wall, middle wall like the with the tiles, and then gray wall, and then the grimy top wall. If I don't know what I would have done differently if I wanted to. Oh, I did change this because I think it looks cleaner than just having it however it was before. I'm trying to remember. Did I already redo the yellows? I added a yellow strip on the outline of the building. Like, so to go the big bricks, yellow strip, and then the light, smaller bricks. I don't know if I've already had that done by this time or if I had yet to do it. But yeah, that's coming. Or that was already done. Oh, okay. I just know something I forgot to do. I forgot to add it because I did find a cannon with a supplementary mod. I was gonna put that in with Foxy's Pirates Cove, and I couldn't. Okay, here are the slot machines, and they gave me a little bit of trouble because I didn't know how to turn them on. I thought I just had to use redstone because in the mod page it showed a lever, and I assume yeah I'm checking the mod page right now, and I assumed oh okay any redstone signal will work. No, it had to be a lever. So yeah this is what I did, and it worked. Except for I forgot what kind of chips I had to use, and it said a stack. But yeah, and I was actually really confused by the fact that it gave me. I didn't check it out in time. What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to find more arcade machines. Midnight Motorist from Pizzeria Simulator. I thought this was really fun, and I hope my friends If I make another video on this, I hope my friends join me, and I hope they play with me. I don't think a, I don't know why I put a skee ball thing there. I don't think a skee ball machine or game would actually go there. Anyhow, time for the actual stage, and here, as you can see, I put down Bonnie, Freddy, Chica, and then I had to do like the curtain, and I think I did the curtain good. I'm not too sure. Just, I like it. I don't know if the like it going across the top looks good. I tried to do the same, but the door was there, so I think it looks awkward with the door in Pirates Cove. But I like it. If I had to change it, I would not. Well, wait, I guess if I had to, I would have to. Anyways, so yeah, the ball pit was kind of awkward there because like someone would have to sit right in front of the ball pit, and I don't think anyone would want to do that. The chairs I'm actually using right now, I did have to change because I found out later you can't sit in them. I moved the ball pit again. Yeah, right there. Later I do find a nicer ball pit, but like, it was not it was not like the one that I'm using right now. It was like you put it down and then it wasn't really there, so you could walk through it. I like the other one because it gives you like a barrier, and then you had to jump over, or I guess I could have put it down a ladder, and then you could have climbed into the pulpit. But I didn't. I might end up, if my friends end up joining, and we do another video with this map, I might end up like redesigning a few things, and then hey, you guys can try and find what I redesigned. Yeah, that's the other ball pit, but I like this one better because you could actually have to jump in to get into it. Oh, yeah, this is when I put down animatronics for the actual arcade. Yeah. So I did ball pit and then the puppet. And I will say a problem that I found out later is I don't think the puppet can go through the vents. Actually, I forget what animatronics can go through the vents. So the vents might not be used. I don't know. And then I just decided to add some decorations, put the rules at the front desk, posters. This is when I decided to put the line. Okay, yeah. So I put down that sign. I really like the sign. My original idea was to do it the same as the bricks, like clean yellow line, and then put some of the yellow terracotta. Cause I'm using yellow concrete, which looks clean. And then I was gonna use yellow terracotta, which looks a little dirtier, as like put some dirty spots. However, I did not end up doing that, and I just kind of did yeah. I don't. However, you would say that is like a stripe. How would you describe that? I don't know. But yeah. So I just kind of did that. I think it looked good. But then, yeah. I was struggling to figure out how to do an open sign because with management wanted it adds an open sign where NPCs will then spawn in and come in. And back to the struggle with the security room. So I was trying to figure out what to do, and I did end up finding out what to do because with it like that, I couldn't reach those buttons, and I couldn't. There was just some weird stuff that I had to change. Everything I have like now is final. I'm not gonna change the security room anymore. I actually forget what it ends up looking like. But yes, this is when I end up going back to the original doors and just having them like this. And I like it like this. And it's because it's easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, very lovely. A problem I did end up having was I don't think the animatronics could crawl through the fast craft if I was using the management wanted animatronics. So I don't think they could crawl through the fast craft air vents, which is what I was currently using. Right now I'm just using I'm just putting stuff in a locker that they wouldn't that the security guard would need. So my plan is if my friends join me in this world, some of us would be animatronics, and then the rest would be, and then the other person would be the night guard. So originally in the party rooms, what I wanted to do was just put the table right underneath the light, but it looked weird. So I decided to just go with, um, I decided to just go with some smaller tables and then the stage. But the stage also gave me problems, so I moved it into the corner. And as you can see, I used Circus Baby in the red room. And yeah, this is when I discovered that you can't sit in those chairs, and it was lovely. So I went through the entire pizzeria, changing the chairs, which was so fun. It actually wasn't that hard. I don't know why I'm acting like it was agony having to change chairs. Blue room, I kind of just did some of the same, and I ended up adding Mr. Hippo. Now, you'll see later that Mr. Hippo really likes the kitchen. And yeah, you'll get what I mean by when I say later. I obviously added Golden Freddy in the back rooms, because how can you have a FNAF pizzeria without Golden Freddy, you know? And then this is when yeah, I forgot to add lights in there. Oops. And down here, which down here I just, yeah, I just used a switch instead of like daylight sensors since daylight can't get down there. I did forget to add lights in the back corner though, so that's just gonna be permanently dark, which is fine. Well, actually, I might go back in later, off camera, off video, and add lights back there, but I think it'll be fine. Totally fine. It would not be fine in real life, cause especially, it doesn't matter. Also, I really liked working on this little parts and service corner. Although now I feel like the little hallway is pointless because this is the parts and service room and it's just downstairs. You don't need the hallway. But I like the hallway, so it's gonna stay. Sorry. So yeah, I added Spring Bonnie, and I think that was technically Spring Bonnie before, like, Afton crawled into him. And I was about to go into nighttime to test it out, but I remembered I needed cameras. And this is when the monitor comes in. So with the little tablet they use to connect to monitors, if you offhand it, put in your offhand, and then right click on the monitor, it actually like links it. So then you can right click the monitor without the tablet, and then you can go through the cameras like you were just using a tablet. And I liked it. I will say I did forget about the private party rooms, which you'll see that in a minute, I think. So yeah, I go through, check, move the cameras how I want them to be, like where I want them to be angled and everything, all that, and then get to the last one and realize I didn't get these two. Also, I end up changing like the order of the cameras because I did not like how I had it. I had it all weird. Like, yeah, it would go from stage to parts and service, and then like back to the front stage at like camera 5 or 4. So I changed the order, and I think the parts and service cameras are at the end now. Yeah, that's what it seems. And I think now I actually end up playtesting it. So I will go over to that. Wait, wait, I'm scared now. Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't like this. I don't think any of them are gonna come down this way. Oh, wait, shoot. Hold on. I need a mat. Should I put a... Here, I'll just do like a... Okay. None of them are actually coming to get me. That's fine by me. Probably because... Oh, wait, I'm creative too. Because probably they don't realize that I am here. Or they just don't care that... Where's Foxy? They can't go in the fence, right? Why do I feel like she heard me? It looks like someone's in the kitchen. Foxy's missing. Foxy can't... Okay. Foxy's right there. Endo's upstairs. I don't think any of them actually know that I am here. So I just... Is it day? Yeah, it's day. Oh, it's not day, is it? I should run. What time is it? Oh. Guess it's almost 6 a.m. Did me going out there change anything, or... It's 5 a.m. So me going out there changed nothing. Perfect. I wonder, should I set the lights to light switch? I don't know. Oh, Chica's coming. What if I go out there and say hi to Chica? Oh no, Chica's coming. And close the door. And check the cameras. Camera 3. And Chica's right there. Can Chica not go into the vents? Can any of them go into the vents, actually? I wonder. If not, I might have to fix... Oh, can they not go into the vents because of the fast craft stuff? Oh, okay. Or maybe she wasn't going to the vents because... Is it 6 a.m. now? Oh, yeah. It's 6 a.m., so they're all back in their spots. Okay. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun recording this video. Uh, I might do another build. Maybe not a pizzeria. Maybe another game. Maybe just like a build for fun. I don't really like building houses. Maybe not a house. But I had a lot of fun recording this. It was a lot of fun. I hope my friends wanna play on this, because if they do, then that will be the next video. Maybe. Or upcoming video, I should say. I had a lot. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I changed some other things, but I cut that part. Sadly, it was just the vents. I think is what I cut because I don't think they could have gotten through the fast craft fence. So I changed the vents. That is everything. Have a good day, you guys. Drink lots of water, especially if it's hot wherever you live.